Alright guys, and welcome back to the Little Organ Gaming channel. Today we have Season 4 of the Bugatti series on F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. And as you can see, going into this 4th season, we still don't have the best car, but with all the top cars starting to bunch up a little bit, if we can catch them up, I think next season might be the season we start to see Bugatti flying. We've also had a few driver changes, and there is one major one. Let's find out who it is. So Bugatti have replaced Callum Ilott with Mick Schumacher from AlphaTauri. He'll be driving in the Bugatti this season and for hopefully a few more seasons to come. He was replaced at AlphaTauri by Lance Stroll, and it all came full circle as Callum Ilott slotted in at Aston Martin. And as we head into that first race at Bahrain, I did lose the graphics, so I've made a little something to show exactly what happened. Verstappen won the race, Hamilton came second, Bottas third, Leclerc fourth, Perez fifth, Gasly sixth, Russell seventh, Giovinazzi eighth in the Williams. Ilott doing well in his first race for Aston Martin in ninth, and Ricciardo got the final point in 10th. But maybe this season Max isn't going to have it all his way as Hamilton wins in Imola. Verstappen second, Bottas third, Gasly fourth, Leclerc fifth, Sainz sixth, Russell once again up in seventh in the Aston Martin, Perez eighth, Stroll ninth, and Ricciardo 10th once again. And Mercedes get a 1-2 in Portugal. Bottas wins, Hamilton second, Leclerc and Sainz in a very good weekend for Ferrari in third and fourth, Perez fifth, Norris sixth, Russell once again seventh, Gasly eighth, Ricciardo ninth, and Stroll in 10th. Verstappen failed to finish. But after 2 races without a victory, it's back to winning ways in Spain for Verstappen. Hamilton second, Leclerc third, Bottas fourth, Sainz fifth, Norris sixth, Perez seventh, Russell eighth, Ricciardo ninth, and Gasly got that final point in 10th. And as we head to Monaco, Charles Leclerc wins his home Grand Prix. Lando Norris getting on the podium in second. Sainz making sure both Ferraris are on the podium. Hamilton fourth, Ricciardo up in fifth, Verstappen sixth, Bottas 7th, Gasly 8th, Russell 9th, and Perez all the way down in 10th. And that all means after 5 races, it is Lewis Hamilton who leads the Drivers' Championship. 12 points ahead of Max Verstappen in second, Leclerc is third, Bottas 4th. Then we drop down to Sainz, Norris, Perez, Gasly, Russell, Ricciardo, Giovinazzi, Stroll, and Ilott is the only other driver to pick up points with 2 in 13th. And in the Constructors, it is Mercedes who lead the way, 43 points ahead of Ferrari in second, Red Bull a third, McLaren fourth, AlphaTauri fifth, Aston Martin sixth, and Williams, the only other team to score in 7th. Then you have Alpine and Alfa Romeo in 8th and 9th, Bugatti just ahead of Haas in 10th. And at Azerbaijan, Mercedes extend their lead in the Constructors as Bottas wins, Hamilton second, Gasly third, Norris fourth, Leclerc fifth, Verstappen all the way down in 6th, Ricciardo 7th, Perez, who's having a really bad season, is in 8th, Sainz 9th, and Russell in the points once again in 10th. But Max Verstappen will not give his title up without a fight as he wins in Canada. Leclerc finishes second, Ricciardo third, Norris fourth, making sure McLaren have a very good weekend. Bottas and Hamilton 5th and 6th for Mercedes, Gasly 7th, Perez 8th, Russell 9th, and Giovinazzi picking up another point in 10th. We have a bit of a surprise contender at the moment. Charles Leclerc is really competing for this title as he wins in France. Verstappen second, Bottas third, Ricciardo fourth, Norris fifth, Hamilton all the way down in 6th, Gasly 7th, Sainz 8th, Russell 9th, and Stroll finished 10th. Any issues Red Bull were having seem to be ending as in Austria, Max Verstappen wins, Leclerc second, Bottas third, Gasly fourth, Perez fifth, Sainz 6th, Ricciardo 7th, Norris 8th, Russell 9th, Tsunoda now picking up a point for Williams in 10th, and Lewis Hamilton failed to finish. And he's really starting to pick up form now. Verstappen wins in Britain, Norris on his home Grand Prix comes second, Leclerc third, Bottas fourth, Russell all the way up in 5th in that Aston Martin, Ricciardo 6th, Gasly 7th, Sainz 8th, Perez 9th, Stroll picking up the final point, and Hamilton failed to finish for the second race on the trot. It's 3 on the bounce for Max as he wins in Hungary. Leclerc second, Sainz third, Perez fourth, Gasly 5th, Hamilton finally getting the car across the line in 6th, Bottas 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Russell 9th, and Stroll once again in 10th. And that all means in the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads the way once again. 25 points out of Charles Leclerc in second. Bottas is third. And Hamilton has gone from leading it to being 74 points behind in fourth. Norris is fifth. Gasly sixth. Sainz seventh. Ricciardo eighth. Perez ninth. Russell 10th. Giovinazzi 11th. Stroll 12th. Oilot 13th. And Tsunoda is in 14th. And in the Constructors, it is still Mercedes who lead the way, 20 points ahead of Red Bull. Ferrari are only 29 points off the pace in third. McLaren fourth, AlphaTauri fifth, Aston Martin sixth, Williams, the only other scorers, in seventh. Alpine having a really bad season so far. And fresh off the back of that mid-season break, Pierre Gasly wins in the AlphaTauri. Max Verstappen was second, Norris third, Leclerc fourth, Hamilton fifth, Perez sixth, Bottas seventh, Ricciardo eighth, Sainz ninth, and Russell once again in the points in 10th. But he's only gone and won his home Grand Prix as Verstappen wins in the Netherlands. Sergio Perez second, Leclerc third, Sainz fourth, Bottas fifth, Norris sixth, and Tsunoda seventh. Brilliant from the Williams. Ricciardo eighth, and Giovinazzi ensures both Williams are in the points. And Russell got the final points in 10th. And next up was Monza, where Daniel Ricciardo pulled a victory out the hat. Leclerc second, Verstappen third, Norris fourth. Brilliant weekend for McLaren. Gasly 5th, Bottas 6th, Sainz 7th, Hamilton all the way down in 8th, and once again, Giovinazzi and Tsunoda, both Williams, in the points. But next up was Russia, where Max Verstappen reigned supreme once again. Norris 2nd, Leclerc 3rd, Gasly 4th, Sainz 5th, Perez 6th, Hamilton 7th, Russell 8th, Ricciardo 9th, Stroll finished in 10th. And he's turning it on at the right point in the season as Max Verstappen wins in Singapore. Leclerc 2nd, Sainz 3rd, Perez 4th, Gasly 5th, Bottas 6th, Norris 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Stroll 9th, and Tsunoda managed to get his Williams into the points in 10th. And that means in the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen leads the way, 56 points out of Charles Leclerc in second, Bottas is third, Hamilton 4th, Norris 5th, Gasly 6th, Sainz 7th, Perez all the way down in 8th, Ricciardo 9th, Russell 10th, Giovinazzi and Tsunoda 11th and 12th for Williams, Stroll's 13th, and Oilot sits pretty in 14th. And we have some horrific news. Bugatti have dropped below Haas in the Constructors' standings. They have the worst car and, well, they're not performing. However, it is Red Bull who lead the way, 40 points ahead of Ferrari in second, Mercedes a third, McLaren fourth, AlphaTauri fifth, Aston Martin sixth, and Williams the only other team to score on 19 points in seventh. At this rate, there is only going to be one winner in that Drivers' Championship, and it's Max Verstappen as he wins in Japan. Norris second, Bottas third, Gasly fourth, Leclerc fifth, Sainz sixth, Hamilton seventh, Perez eighth, Russell ninth, and Ricciardo finished 10th. And in America, it was Verstappen again. He's wrapping up this title in style. Bottas second, Sainz third, Hamilton fourth, Perez fifth, Gasly sixth, Leclerc down in seventh, Norris eighth, Russell ninth, and Tsunoda finished 10th. I swear there are points every season where Max Verstappen just becomes unbeatable. He's won yet again, this time in Mexico. Leclerc second, Perez third, Sainz fourth, Gasly fifth, Hamilton 6th, Stroll 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Norris 9th, and Valtteri Bottas picked up the final points in 10th. And Max Verstappen wins yet again in Brazil. Hamilton 2nd, Norris 3rd, Perez 4th, Bottas 5th, Leclerc 6th, Gasly 7th, Sainz 8th, Russell 9th, and Giovinazzi was 10th. Ferraris finishing that low may well have wrapped up the Constructors for Red Bull as well. And all that means with 3 races to go, Max Verstappen is uncatchable. He has won the Drivers' Championship, 115 points out of Charles Leclerc. Bottas is 3rd, Hamilton 4th, Norris 5th, Gasly 6th, Sainz 7th, Perez 8th, Ricciardo 9th, Russell 10th, Stroll 11th, Giovinazzi 12th, Tsunoda 13th, and Oilot still in 14th. And in the Constructors, Red Bull are 101 points ahead of Ferrari, Mercedes are 3rd, McLaren 4th, AlphaTauri 5th, Aston Martin 6th, Williams are 7th. Everybody else yet to score, and Bugatti look destined to finish last. And as we head down under, Max Verstappen's form continues as he wins in Australia. Leclerc 2nd, Perez 3rd, Norris 4th, Sainz 5th, Bottas 6th, Gasly 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Russell 9th, and Stroll picked up that final point for AlphaTauri. Seriously, when all this gets put into the overview video at the end, Max Verstappen's going to have so many race victories, as he's done it again in Saudi Arabia. Gasly 2nd, Bottas 3rd, Perez 4th, Hamilton 5th, Norris 6th, Leclerc 7th, Sainz 8th, Ricciardo 9th, and Stroll in his favourite position of 10th. And he finishes the season as he started it, with a race victory. Charles Leclerc 2nd, Perez 3rd, Sainz 4th, Russell all the way up in 5th, Hamilton 6th, Lando Norris 7th, Bottas 8th, Stroll 9th, and Ricciardo got the final point for McLaren in 10th. And in the end, Max Verstappen won the Drivers' Championship, as we already knew. 151 points out of Charles Leclerc in 2nd. Bottas and Hamilton 3rd and 4th. Hamilton just seeing off Norris, who finished in 5th. Gasly 6th. Perez all the way down in 7th, but he did manage to pip Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc's teammate, to 7th in the end, and Ricciardo was 9th. Russell managed to finish in the top 10, a cracking season for him with 67 points hauled, and both Williams 11 points and 10 points, fantastic from Giovinazzi and Tsunoda. And all this means Red Bull are indeed the Constructors' Champions once again. Ferrari 2nd, Mercedes 3rd, McLaren 4th, AlphaTauri 5th, Aston Martin 6th, Williams 7th, and Bugatti did indeed finish bottom of the pile, their worst finish since the start of this save. It's worrying times at the moment. And there we are, as we exit the 4th season. Bugatti do indeed have the worst car, but as everything starts to bunch up, all the teams, they start to max out, who knows what Bugatti can do next season or the seasons after. I think we might see a much improved performance next year. I really hope so. But Max Verstappen, dominant once again in the Red Bull. Red Bull winning the Constructors once again. It's going to take a lot to wrestle it off them. If you're enjoying this series, please do drop the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.